Hi everyone, welcome back to another video of this course. In this video, we're going to be talking about the basics of Adobe Photoshop, okay? As I mentioned in the previous video, we're going to use different panels in Adobe Photoshop such as Tools panel, Layers panel, Colors, Adjustment, etc. But first things first, we need a canvas or let's say a page for starting our project with. In order to do that, you can either go to File and click on New, or you can press Command and N on Mac systems or Control and N on Windows. And here, as you can see, there is a window that you can choose the dimension of your artboard. For instance, here we can set the width to 1920 and make sure that it's set to pixels and the height to 1080. And as you can see, it's pixels. And I'm going to change the resolution to 72 because it's enough for computer purposes. And the color mode, we need to set it to RGB because we're going to present this project on computer or on screens, okay? So CMYK is used for printing purposes, okay? And I can go ahead and click on OK, and there we go. Your artboard is ready. I didn't set a specific name for that, but make sure to set your desired name. And now we are going to talk about the Tools panel. As you can see here, we have different tools and different sections. This one is called Move Tool, and it's for moving objects or elements on your canvas or your artboards. And the next one is the Selection tool, okay? For instance, let me create a new layer here. If you want to create a new layer, you can easily go to Layer section and click on this layer icon, and as you can see, we've just created a new layer. And then I'm gonna use the Selection tool in order to select a specific area like this, and I can fill it with any color I want. So if I want to change the color, I can click on this section and I can choose this blue, and let me choose the brush to fill it. And now with this Move tool, I can easily move this around. Alright, the next tool is called Selection tool, okay? And every tool here contains some hidden tools, okay? As you can see, there is a small arrow in the bottom right corner of every specific tool, and you can see that there are some hidden tools here that you can choose from. The next tool is called Magnetic Lasso, okay? And it's for selecting as well. You can easily select a specific area, okay, and you can separate your desired section from that specific image. For deselecting, you can press Command and D or Control D on Windows. And here as well, you have different lasso tools, and this is the magic wand, okay? It's for selection. We have it in the sketch as well, so it can select a specific area magically. And the next tool is Crop. It's for cropping your artboards or your image. And the next one is the eyedropper. So you can choose a specific color of a photo or an element, okay? And these tools are for retouching, okay? As you can see, we have spot healing brush tool, patch tool, etc. And then we have brushes. For example, I can choose the red color here. As you can see, I can freely paint here. And if I right click, I can change the size of that and also the hardness of my brush, okay? The next tool is called Clone Stamp tool. It's for retouching as well. We do not work with that a lot. And then we have History brush tool and eraser that you can erase your painting or even a specific area of an image. Then we have Gradient like this, and Blur tool for blurring an image or a specific part of an image. And this is the Dodge tool, and it's for editing the brightness of a specific area of an image. Then we have the Pen tool, which is a very important tool in Adobe Photoshop. And with Pen tool, you can select a specific area precisely, okay? And then if I right click here, I can click on Make Selection. The feeder radius is going to be 0, and let's click on OK. There we go. So now if I choose the brush tool, I can fill it with red color. like this. And the next one is type tool for typing and creating some text. You have different options here. You have horizontal type, vertical type tool, horizontal type mask tool, and vertical type mask tool. Most of the time we use horizontal type tool. And is path selection tool. We are not going to use that a lot. And then rounded rectangle tool is for creating different shapes. For example, I can create a rounded object like this. Then I can make a selection with right click, and now I can fill it with any color I want, like this. The next option is hand tool, and it's for panning around. You can also present it with holding space on your keyboard. And then we have the zoom tool, okay, to zoom in and zoom out. Alright guys, now let's focus on the layer section to see what we have there. Okay, as you can see, we just created a new layer. And as I mentioned before, every time you want a new layer, you can easily click on this icon and it creates a new layer for you. You can change the layer's name by double clicking on its name, and you can change it to whatever you want. Let's change it to UI. Perfect. And now I'm going to create another shape here with the selection tools. There we go. And I can move it around. If you want to hide a layer, you can click on this eye icon like in Sketch. And remember that the order of placing your layers is so important in Adobe Photoshop, okay? So here, the UI is above this rounded rectangle. So if I move it on top of this rectangle, you can see the difference. So I'm gonna change the color to make it clearer, like this. You can also change the opacity here from 0 to 100%. And the other important thing in Adobe Photoshop is the layer style window. So let's double click on this UI layer. And as you can see, a window pops up, which is called layer style. And here you have different options for styling your layer. For example, here we have blending options, default. For example, you can change the opacity and the blend mode here. You have these options right in this window as well. As you can see, you have plenty of options here. You have stroke. For example, I can change the color to red and increase the size. You have inner shadow, you have inner glow, color overlay, gradient, and so much more, okay? You have drop shadow as well here, like this. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the usage of Adobe Photoshop for UI UX design. So see you then.